I was 14. I got the good fortune of going to work for my aunt who had a donut shop in Fayetteville. Eventually made it up to where I could actually go in the back and do some cooking. But Grandpa was a drill sergeant, so he didn't let up. It didn't matter what time you got there in the middle of the night, he would tell you you were late.
No matter what time you got there, you're already late.
Yeah, because he had already drank like two pots of coffee and was just waiting for you to get started. I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now, but he helped to make sure that the stuff came out right no matter what.
So you started in Fayetteville, your aunt does it, you do it, your wife. What is it with the family tradition?
Once you get the glaze in the veins, it's really hard. You know, when we get here in the morning, we start preparing the dough. We're getting here, I say morning, it's actually 11 o'clock at night. And we got a crew of people, wonderful ladies that help us out in the back, because we make a ton of donuts. A good donut, start to finish, takes about 3 hours to make. And so, first batch is coming out right about the time we open up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
In the TV world, the meteorologist, he does your forecast. You got to do a lot of that here because it takes 3 hours to make your donuts. You can't, hurry up and make more.
Right.
You don't want to overmake and waste.
You're guessing how hungry people are and how many donuts they're going to buy for other people, which is almost impossible to do. In the beginning, when we first started this Red Barn 12 years ago, there were days where we would sell out really early. So we get here in the morning, we kind of guess what we think people are going to be hungry for that day with all the different varieties that we have, and then we add on top of that any orders that we have. We get a ton of online orders that comes through our website, nwadonuts.com, and that really helps us to make sure that we take care of every customer.
That makes it a lot easier than back in your grandfather's day.
Exactly.
How did he forecast?
Just magic 8-ball guess it, How many donuts should we make today? A lot. Okay, there you go.
Talk about some of your products.
Yeah.
When you walk in, the display case is full of unbelievable looking products.
Absolutely. Of course, we make traditional glazed donuts. Make the chocolate varieties, maple, strawberry. And then we start getting a little more grown-up taste. We got the cake donuts with plain cinnamon chocolate maple at the old-fashioned style, which have just a slightly different taste. And then what we tell people is if you can think it, dream it, see it on Pinterest, we could probably do something for you in the donut line.
This is the heart of the operation back here. And it doesn't just happen very quickly. It takes some preparation and some time.
It absolutely does. The difference between a good donut and a great donut is timing. And so a great donut takes about 3 hours from start to finish to make from scratch. So there's basically two kinds of donuts. There's yeast dough and there's cake dough. Down here in the South, people love their yeast donuts.
And since this show airs in the South, guess what we're making?
That's right. We're going to make some glazed donuts. That's our little dough baby right here, okay? We're going to flip it over upside down, okay? We're going to square it up, and we're going to roll it out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off in the middle. You're going to work your way up and down, okay? Just about the height of the pin. And you're just going to try and get the dough nice and even. Now, once you get it all nice and rolled out, you want to slack the dough. This is
You want to what the dough?
You want to slack the dough. Right now, you've got a lot of tension on the dough thing, so you're going to give it a fluff of air. And then you're going to take that air pocket right out, just like this. And then it's ready to cut. Going to get down right over the top here. You're going to press really hard. This is your donut cutter. Cuts 2 at a time. You're going to line it up. You're going to do the same thing for the next row. Now we're going to pick them up. You're going to come over here. You're going to put them on the screen right here. So once we got our screen full, put it inside this little box right here. It's going to rise and we're going to keep going. We got more donuts.
We've got hungry customers waiting.
Everybody's using the same sugar, flour, water, and eggs. The difference is the love and the timing that goes into each one of these donuts.
This is not a training video for future employees. Don't do it the way I'm doing it. How long do they sit in here?
35 minutes.
And that's for the yeast to rise?
Yep, gotta have proper fermentation
before we can put them in any oil, before we can put any glaze on them. Well, let's do a little TV magic and fast forward to after it rises.
Here you go. And they are ready to go. We have the donuts in the fryer. When they cook on one side, all right, they get nice and golden brown. Now when you flip them over, okay, just like so, all right,
you are ninja quick.
All right, now we take our little dough babies and we corral them to the front, like so. Corral them to the side. We're gonna pick it up, and you're gonna just slide them onto the glazer. Sit it in here. We're gonna take this. You're gonna go on the bottom. You're gonna go on the top. Then you go in the middle, right here.
So a nice liberal coating
Oh,
there.
absolutely. You can't put too much glaze on a donut. Good. Then it's ready to go onto the rack, and then the rack will go up front. We're going to stir up the chocolate here. So we got our station set up. So pick up the donut, put it into the icing, just like this. And you go at the top of the donut into the icing.
Ow!
Yes. All right. Pick it up. Okay, beautiful. Dip it into the sprinkles. Set it right up there. You can taste the difference between somebody who takes the time, has the patience, and doesn't mind the physical nature of the job. You can taste that in the donuts. This is a good donut. Grab you one of those. That's quality control in there.
Oh my word. This is taste testing at its finest.
I know.
Can I be just a quality control guy?
Then you would be taking my job.
Right off Highway 62 in Rogers, Arkansas, the Red Barn Donut Shop. Unbelievable. You want to taste local? You want a donut that melts in your mouth? Make the drive down. Tell T to set you up. This episode of Northwest Arkansas Live is presented by Nunley Chevrolet.